Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. Today I wanted to film a get ready with me. I haven't done one of those in forever. I had every intention of doing it over the summer, especially like getting ready for my clients and my brides. But to be honest, it was nearly impossible to wake up early on top of having to like be on and then still have to be on for like 5 hours in a row for a bridal party. So it was just too much. And it wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been good. Alright, in this video, I'm going to do a get ready. I'm going to talk about a couple of new products that I've been loving, stuff that I've just kind of been using overall, and also just a little bit of catching up and a few updates just on what's been going on. So yeah, if you want to catch up with me or just see how I do this makeup, keep watching. Okay, there's a couple of new products, but not a ton. I'll talk about the ones that are new to me, but for now, this is just like a get ready with me. For my moisturizer, I'm going to use this Blue Lagoon Iceland Hydrating Cream. I got this when I was in Iceland. Yeah, I came with like the whole retreat package. We did like the extra spa one where they have like a private lagoon and everything like that. It was beautiful. Me and my husband like kind of went on a baby moon there. It was probably one of the only places that wasn't like high risk of Zika. And we did a lot of adventurous things, and I was actually surprised at my body that I was able to do a lot of the things that I was worried that I wouldn't. But it was so much fun. I miss it so badly. Alright, and then for my primer, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Primer. This I am still testing out, kind of comparing it to the Soap & Glory one. I have a video about it. I don't know if it's going to be out first or if I'm going to do that in a second, but so it looks like that. Should I talk about my pregnancy? Yeah, I'll say a little bit about my pregnancy. I don't love to share every single detail online about that stuff. Like even when I was engaged, I didn't really talk about it a lot because I still like to keep my page like makeup, and I don't want it just to turn into like, oh my god, this is the 5 steps to have a good engagement and this is what I did on my wedding day. Like I just don't like that. So that's why I don't really talk about it. But I'm 6 months along at this point, so I'm more than halfway through, and I'm so excited just to not be pregnant anymore. Luckily, I've had a really great pregnancy. I haven't had any issues. It's kind of like a breeze right now. The only thing is that at night it's hard to sleep, but anyways, hold on really fast. I'm going to use this Bobbie Brown foundation stick. This is in the color 575. I actually have the BBU, and I saw this at a CCO. CCO is like a cosmetic company that has discounted makeup that has either been discontinued or they just have an overflow of it. And they're usually outlet malls. Anyways, I was gonna restock and I don't remember what colors I needed, so I was like, let me just buy some for myself. And this color has been great. Ugh, I look crazy. I'm gonna spray my brush with just a little bit of like setting spray. This is, I think, a discontinued brand from Ulta, so they don't sell it anymore, but this is the Lumine Spray Hydrating Mist. I don't know. So I just like spray my brush just to kind of get it a little bit more emollient and make the product move a little bit better. So yeah, the only issues that I have with my pregnancy is that, I mean, obviously the clothes, that sucks. I can't wear like my favorite clothes. I miss all my high-waisted jeans so badly. But the only negative part, like really, like physically, that I've been feeling is like a sharp like lower back, like your coccyx bone that hurts a lot, and having to go pee a lot. It's just a really inconvenient thing to do. So that's kind of like the worst of it. It's been really great. I've still been kind of like working out a little bit, just kind of keeping active and playing tennis with my husband, and yeah, playing tennis. I've been playing tennis. We haven't played tennis in a couple weeks. My husband's been out of town, and then we went out of town before that. So I think on Sunday we might try to play tennis. I haven't been this big playing tennis, so I'm a little nervous. The only thing is that when you're like running, a lot of times like you feel like you have to go to the bathroom because of the pressure that it puts on your belly and your stomach and your bladder. So I haven't played tennis yet this big, but I really miss it. I like playing tennis. It's so fun. We're not great at it, but we do have a lot of fun. We always like really enjoy coming back from it. We always get really sweaty. We always feel like super accomplished, so it's one of those things that makes us like really happy, and when we don't play we kind of miss it. I just put on Shape Tape in the color medium. I was using Santan for a long time this summer, and then I kind of just left medium like to the wayside. I wasn't really using it a ton, so now I'm starting to kind of balance my face out a little bit with medium. So yeah, besides being pregnant, this summer has been extremely busy. I've had so many weddings. I almost couldn't keep track. In fact, I kind of lost track of like 2 weddings. I made them and it was great, but there were a couple where I was like, oh my god, I forgot about you. And I think it has a lot to do with just like being preoccupied with just the excitement of being pregnant. But now that I'm like back to like being business oriented and focused, I just like haven't forgot about my weddings anymore. But I'm almost through with wedding season, thankfully, and I only say that because I think that, you know, getting up really early has been kind of hard for me, because I kind of wake up very frustrated because I don't sleep throughout the night because I have to wake up to go to the bathroom. So I'm tired of waking up frustrated, and it's only because I have to wake up early. So these last few weeks, it's just been a little bit more pleasant to not have to wake up super early. But I had just a few more weddings left. I mean, I've had one every weekend since, I have one like almost every weekend since the beginning of bridal season. And I miss my, you know, being with my family and hanging out and like, you know, saying yes to things on weekends. So that's one, like one of the main reasons why I wasn't posting a ton on YouTube. I've tried to post a ton on Instagram just with my clients and stuff like that, and I love my clients. I love posting about them. I just use some L'Oreal Infallible powder. This is in the, oh, we don't know what color this is because they don't label them correctly. But this foundation, I really like it. It's not as drying as the Sephora brand one. The Sephora brand one is good for the winter, but the Bobbie brand one's a little bit more emollient, and that's what I like it. When I use it in my kit for clients who have really, really good skin, it's really great for girls who have a particularly dry skin because it kind of just keeps your skin creamy and like nourished. This is a bronzer. I've been using this forever. This is a Delicates. It's a limited edition one that they don't sell anymore, but I did see some at the CCO and I didn't buy any because I have one backup. But I'm kind of thinking I should get another one. I might have to go back. And then they also had like 40% off on top of their stuff. So maybe, yeah, I do need to go back. I'm not really like a shopper. I don't really buy a ton of makeup. I don't buy all the latest everything. It's just not in me. I don't feel the need for it. I also don't get excited about it. I kind of just like using what I have and like recreating it and making it like, you know, look different. That's how I am with my clothes too. I'm pretty minimal. Like, you know, but I'm not a huge consumer, basically. I like to kind of wear what I have, use what I have. However, this is one thing that I do love, so I kind of need to just go and get a couple more just to make sure I don't run out. And then I'm using my blush palette that I use all the time. This is like the best. So pretty much what I'm using right now in terms of like my makeup is all the stuff that I pack with me. Me and my husband went to Portland earlier this summer, and then we went to Iceland, and then we went somewhere else. Oh no, I went somewhere else. I went to Detroit for a wedding. That's what it was. And so I've been like trying to work out of my travel bag. I'll have to learn how to do my makeup in a smaller space with less stuff spread out everywhere. So I'm trying to get used to doing that now, and I'm working out of like my travel bag. Alright, what I recently just got was this Endless Silky Eye Pen from PIXI, and it's supposed to be waterproof. It's like a gel-like pencil. Looks like this in the packaging. I got a black one too. The black one I did try, and it lasted on my eyes like a long time, but I never really played with it on the top part of my lid, so I wanted to play with this one. So I'm just going to drag this along the top. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm using like a really dense brush. This one's from Morphe, but this one's from Crown. Like almost every brand has something short like this. Elf has a really good one. It's in the white packaging, so it's probably like their least expensive ones that I love. And it's the same texture as this. It's the same stiffness. I just don't have it with me. Ooh, I'm just creating a little wing with this. Just kind of pulling the product out. And I like to sharpen it with my fingernail. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty. Maybe I'll put some on my lower lash. I'm just gonna smudge this with my finger. That's what I normally do when I travel. When I'm doing my makeup fast. That's pretty. This color is beautiful. Okay, we'll see how it lasts. Hopefully it lasts on my eyelids and it doesn't transfer. This is my NYX pencil, but I haven't been using that a lot. I've been trying to use up this MAC spiked. I'm pretty sure this is like the old formula. They came out with new ones that has a spoolie on the bottom, but this is like the old packaging. Oh no, it does not turn anymore. Shoot. Alright, let me do this fast. Alright, and I'm gonna brush it through. I think with the MAC pencils, they can look very... I used to find they used to look very fake, like my brows look crazy. But I think the trick with making them look more natural is literally to brush it through. It makes such a difference. It kind of moves the product nicer. And then also to kind of draw underneath the brow and just kind of perfect it. I've been liking using the MAC Extended Play Mascara, this little guy, a lot lately because when I wash it off, it's really easy. All you just need is warm water and you literally kind of pull it between your fingers and all the little, it's like a tubey mascara. However, there's been a couple times where I've just been crying out of nowhere. Only a couple times, thankfully. And my face looked a mess. Like it was just, So I don't like that. So I'm just gonna stick to waterproof mascara forever and ever. And then, by the way, this is the Loreal Lash Paradise. It's my favorite mascara for myself, for my clients, for my kit, for anything. Like, I love it. I think it's so great. The only time I don't use this is if I'm like wearing lashes and I'm like going out for a short period of time. I'd rather just throw on the what's it called? The MAC one, because then I can remove it easier at night when I'm trying to be good and take my makeup off. But this mascara literally is just, oh, I love it. It's just so good. Oh, I'm thinking of making a video specifically on the products that I repurchased over and over again. So not necessarily like my empties products, but products that I always repurchase. So I repurchase at least 3 times, you know what I'm saying? And talk about those. So they're almost like my ultimate favorites, but on top, not even, less about favorites, but more about like what I go through often, and then talk about why. And there are obviously a ton of makeup favorites, but there's a couple of like beauty, like it's more like beauty. So let me know if you want me to make that video. I have a list. I'll talk about them and then explain where I get them, maybe give you like the best place to buy them for a more discounted price. So I've been thinking about that for a while. So give me an idea if that's something that you'd be interested in. Alright, I think I want to tight line with this black eyeliner from the PIXI line. And I'm going to do it on the top. I don't know if this transfers to the bottom though, so we'll see. Oh no, I went over it. Whenever I do this, I usually use the color Smolder by MAC. And it does transfer and it's not that long lasting. So I don't know why I do it. I do it because I want my lashes to look a little thicker, and I also don't love when that upper skin shows through my lashes. I think it just looks a little weird. So I like to fill it in. Yeah, I see like already like my top lashes just look thicker. It looks like I'm wearing false lashes. So I'm gonna see if this transfers down or not. I kind of already did on that side, but I'm not, that's what all mine do. Alright, let's talk about highlighters. I bought this Becca Cream highlighter in the color Opal. It was at the CCO, that cosmetic, you know, company discount outlet thing. And I got one of these and I was like, I just want to try it because I'm going to regret it. And I've been using it with this brush and you just kind of like, you know, stipple it on. And it's been so pretty. Like, I think it's going to look even better when it's like cooler because it's not going to move as much. But it just does something so pretty to my like skin. It just makes it look so like dewy. It doesn't look powdery either, but it gives you that like dramatic brightness that like a powder highlighter will give you. And Opal's a nice color. Like I'm not mad at it. Sometimes I'll even go over it with my blush just to kind of blend it out a little bit better. But it's just so pretty. I mean, you could definitely go overboard with this. I don't like using it with my finger though. I just think it kind of moves my foundation underneath it. So I try to stick to the brush. And like I said, I'll go over a little bit of the blush and just kind of like make sure it blends right. So it doesn't look like it's just like a weird blotch of highlight. It'll just kind of blend better. I just want like a tiny version of this blush. Like I don't want the whole blush palette, although I do love the mirror. I just want all orange. These do pop out. But I don't want to spend all that money just to get my custom, I don't know. What I also do, that I never ever ever forget, is I fill in my beauty mark. Filling in your beauty mark is a really good way to make your skin look like you're not wearing a ton of foundation, even though you are. And it just kind of makes it look more natural, so it kind of brings back like the naturalness that your face has. Alright, for my brows, I'm using this Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. I either use this one or the one from Essence, that little teeny one. I just kind of interchange them, to be honest. Makes them look a little bit more fluffy and natural. When you take like a makeup wipe to this though, it's kind of weird to see like how much it gathers. Like it's like, they're like little fibers. Alright, for my lip, I wanted to do something a little bit more bold today. And I remember I was freelancing a couple weeks ago at MAC, and I sold this to somebody and I was like, ooh, I love that one. I have that one at home. It's so good. So it made me miss it and get jealous and want to put it on right away. Alright, the color is called Crown and it's a retro matte. It's by MAC. It's like a maroon, but it has like a sparkle. These are the ones that have the like the shimmer like quality to it. What I like about this particular color is that it looks like red velvet. It looks like that maroon red velvet, like the actual fabric when you put it on. So I'm gonna do that today because I just want to be a little extra, but I didn't want to, you know, wear a ton of eyeshadow. So this is a perfect way to bump up a look, be a little bit festive without even trying that hard. Ah, do you see how velvety this looks? It looks so pretty. I'm gonna wait for it to dry for just a second, and I'm gonna add a little bit of a second layer on the bottom. I'm gonna throw on a little bit of bronzer too, a little bit more bronzer. This is the NYX matte bronzer in the color medium. I really love this one. I used to use a dark one, and I just think it's too dark, so I almost never, even in the summer it was too dark. So, but I just want to add, whenever you put on like a red lip or a deep lip, especially in the fall, like a fall lip, you kind of have to just like make sure you're balancing the bronziness of your skin, because otherwise you can look a little bit like washed out. Not necessarily pale, but just like washed out. I feel better about that. I like it a lot. I do need a little bit of shimmer in my inner corner though. I do keep this little highlighter in here. This is the Kiko one, then the color 208. It's that goldish that almost everybody and their mama has. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. And I'll just be a little extra and do it here too. Alright guys, that's the finished makeup. I really hope you guys liked it. Thanks for catching up with me. Thanks for being patient with me. I know a lot of you guys have been on my Instagram saying we miss your videos. And I missed them too. I just wasn't like in the mood to do it because I was just so tired from doing weddings and doing makeup full time that I didn't want to do it for fun. Do you know what I'm saying? So now that it's like winding down, I'm getting a little bit more excited about filming and setting up, and I just feel more excited about it. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Oh, I forgot my rings. Whoops. I'm still married. I promise. I don't know where my rings are. Sometimes they don't fit me actually because my hands get swollen sometimes.